All right, welcome back. Today we are looking at process, which is part of the Leadership V. If you've taken the mind scan, you understand how important the Leadership V is for making our life easier, more productive, and more profitable as time goes on, instead of just getting more and more stressful and burned out. Leadership V, today we're going to be looking at process, and this exercise, the 3 columns exercise, will give you some incredible clarity on how you could be spending your time differently during your day. I understand you've still got a lot that has to happen, you've got a lot you've got to get done, but there's something about doing it in the right order for you that changes the way your brain works, and you find yourself coming up with more innovative solutions that allow you to work less but make more money. So here's the 3 columns. You're going to put 3 columns on a piece of paper. In the column all the way on the left, what I want you to do is to write out your ideal day, the tasks that you would be doing during your ideal day. Now, this isn't quite a vacation day. You can't sit Mai Tais on the beach for 8 hours a day for the rest of your life. You're gonna get bored. Part of life is contribution, it's creation, it's giving back, it's connecting. So during your ideal day, you might sleep in, fine, do that. Then go exercise, fine, do that. Then read a book, fine, do that. But at some point in your day, just put in there a couple hours of contribution, giving back, work, that creative productiveness. Maybe for you, it's making phone calls, making business connections. Maybe for you, it's writing in your book so that you can get that next product out there. Maybe for you, it's recording a training video. Whatever the ideal form that you would contribute or give back to society in, put that in here, in your ideal day. Now, your ideal day is going to have about 5 different sections. Early morning. What are you doing in the early morning? And what time is that? Are you sleeping in? Are you waking up early? Do you go out for a run? Do you sit and read a book? Do you meditate? Do you have a cup of coffee? Your ideal task in your dream day. This isn't realistic day. This isn't responsibilities day. This is fantasy world, okay? In fantasy world, there are no responsibilities. You don't have to do anything. If you have kids right now, I understand you might get a lot of fulfillment from taking care of your kids, but it's not a responsibility in fantasy world ideal day. In ideal fantasy day, there's somebody else available to help you take care of the kids so that you can have a leisurely, relaxed morning by your design and not feel rushed and hair pulling out and frantically running around. In ideal day, there are no responsibilities. You don't have a mortgage to pay. You don't have financial pressures. What are you doing in the morning for your ideal day? And then there's mid-morning. So are you creating in mid-morning? Are you writing? Are you making phone calls? Are you putting together business deals? What's the thing that is your creative expression? Is it art? Is it business? Is it science? What are you doing? How do you do that? And how much time do you spend doing that task? Now, this is your ideal day. So if I was looking over your shoulder, I better not see checking emails until everybody was happy. Unless you really believe that that's what life is calling you to. Your highest calling is to sit behind a computer and just check emails and answer people's demands and their requests and their frustrations. And if that's your highest calling, fine, put it on there. But I'm guessing odds are that's not it. That there's something bigger that life is calling you to. So we need to have that in your ideal day. And when does that happen? When are you going to be doing those things? When are you going to be teaching or meeting or contributing or leading? Lunch. What does lunch look like in your ideal day? Who are you having lunch with? Where are you having that lunch? What are you eating for lunch? Again, this is ideal day. This is not realistic day. This is fantasy world where there are no burdens or responsibilities or have-tos. There's only get-tos. In the afternoon, what are you doing in the afternoon? Are you doing vacation type tasks? Are you like surfing or walking or going to the art museum or taking in all this, exciting views? Are you taking a nap? Ideal day. And then evening, who do you have dinner with? And what do you guys talk about? Why are you having dinner with them? Where are you having dinner? What do you do in late evening? Are you cranking away on your book because you just can't put it down and you got to get that finished? Are you sketching out your next the business plan and proposal and who's going to be involved and how it's going to be funded and all that. Are you sketching those ideas out? Are you connecting with your friends and family and just sitting out on the deck and enjoying great conversation? Ideal day, not realistic day, not shoulda, woulda, coulda, had today, fantasy world, all right? So in the left column goes your fantasy world tasks. And if you are watching this on video right now, what I would encourage you to do is to stop the video and write out that left column. Once you get that written out, get the video back on. Okay, I'm trusting that you have done that. All right, here we go. Second column. Right next to each task, how that task makes you feel. When you're doing that thing, what feeling does it give you? Does it give you a feeling of centeredness or peace or purpose? Does it giving you a feeling of productivity? Does it giving you a feeling that you are doing what life was calling you to do? And you're being a good steward of your life and your time and you're right on purpose for that part of your day. How does it make you feel to do that activity in the day? When you're having lunch, when you're writing on your book or whatever that thing that life is calling you to do, that creative expression that just has to come out of you. When you're doing that, how do you feel? In your ideal day, because of these tasks, the things that you would spend your time doing, how do you feel in the morning? Write those feelings out for morning. How do you feel in the afternoon? When you're having lunch with that person, write those feelings out. When it's evening and you're doing those evening tasks, whether it's connecting with friends and family or spending some time in your hobby or your self-expression, whatever it is, what feelings does that give you? Write those feelings out during that section of your ideal day. So, some examples here for the ideal task. Wake up at 10 o'clock. Spend an hour reading a book. Spend an hour doing exercise. Go have lunch with a friend. 12 o'clock, right? And then we go to spend 3 hours working on my book that I feel like life is calling me to write, or maybe 3 hours connecting with business partners about new ideas and new possibilities and new things that we can do for the community. Maybe if that brings life to you and energizes you to put those kind of deals and meetings together. So you're only going to do that. You're not going to be doing phone calls or emails or paperwork or application. You're not that. You're only going to do the one thing that's the most fulfilling and brings the most energy to you. Evening, I'm gonna eat this for dinner. I'm gonna eat with these 3 or 4 people, and then late evening, I'm just gonna relax and be open to spend some time with the kids. Now let's go back to the feelings that gives you. Feelings, sleeping in. When I sleep in to 10 o'clock, I wake up feeling totally rested. Like, oh my gosh, I have this abundance of energy and I'm just totally ready to go. And then when I spend the next time just reading, my mind just gets totally energized and focused and driven. We're talking about the emotions that those tasks give you. When I go to lunch with that person, when I go work out, because that was the next thing in our example day, when I go work out, my body feels energized and focused and on point and purpose. And then I have lunch with that person. I feel loved. I feel connected. I feel heard. I feel valued. And then we're in that contribution phase, whether you're writing your book or doing those business deals that life's calling you to do. When I do that, I feel like I'm close to nature and the universe. I feel like I'm close to God. I feel like I'm connecting with my higher power and my purpose. So that connecting, higher power, purpose. Evening, I'm connecting with my friends and family. I feel loved. I feel relationship. I feel community. Those are some of the feelings. Okay, second part of this video. If you're watching the video, I want you to fill out the first column and the second column and stop the video. Don't turn this back on until you have done those things.